thanks for joining me to color. Today we are going to be working on this adorable CC Designs image called Latte Lucy. Isn't she cute? She is a clear stamp and she comes with 4 sentiments, so you get this one and 3 others, and they will all fit on this heart if you kind of move it around. They should all fit right on here. Otherwise you're going to have to cut out something else to stamp your little sentiment on. I also use the new My Favorite Things Stitched Flowers die. This die comes with a bunch of flowers and leaves and stuff. It's really cool. So I will put a link down in the description box of the card kit and all the supplies I used. I would love for you to come shopping with me. If you have a question, leave me a comment and I'll make sure to get back to you. Otherwise, I have already stamped my image on Nina 80-pound Solar White cardstock with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So let's color. So let's do a background for our girl. For that, we're going to use B000, quadruple 0, and the Colorless Blender. I'm going to start with B000, and I'm just going to set my pen down next to my girl, and I'm going to brush away from her. And you can go as far out as you would like. I want to do that all the way around. Up here. And then we want to get above her head a little bit, so I'm going to go a little bit above that. And then I'm going to turn her so I can flick away from this side. Then I'm going to go over that with my B quadruple 0. So I'm just going to lay my pen down next to her and then go over the previous color. And I'm extending it out maybe 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch past the darker blue. And back up here to the top. Then I'm going to go over both of those with my Colorless Blender. So I'm going to set my pen down on top of the girl and brush out past both colors. And this will help smooth some of those streaky lines I have going there and feather the edge. Over the top and back down this side. And this works best if your Colorless Blender has a bunch of ink in it. It's not going dry because it'll smoothly go right over the top of all those blue streaks. I'm going to do this side one more time. Still got a little bit of a streakiness going on there. And we'll come back down this side. Let's give her some grass to stand on. For that, we're going to use YG 97, 95, 93, and 91. I'm going to start with my YG 97. And let's go, so I'm going to make it kind of sloping up. So like that. And then I want to go along the bottom of her shoe. And then on top of that, we're going to add YG 95. And then we're going to add YG 93. And then we'll go over those 3 with our YG 91. Then I like to go back with my darkest color, which was YG 97, and put that line back in. It's closest to her shoe. And then I want to add a little bit of grass, so I'm going to take my pen and I'm just going to set it down here on the grassy slope and do a few little streaks. that. And then I'm going to add a little bit of my YG95 to that. Let's do her skin next. So for that, we are going to use E11, 21, 00, 000. And for her cheeks, I'm going to use RO2, 12, and 11. So I'm going to start with my E11, and I'm going to add a little bit to this little arm right here, right next to her dress. And then I'm going to get a little bit on the bottom of these fingers. And then I want to add E21. I'm just going to go right along the edge of my E11. Just add a little bit more. And then I want to fill that in with my E000. Nothing too fancy. Then we'll go up here and let's do her neck. So grab E11. And then E21, and then our E00 over the top of those. All right, her face. So let's again start with our E11. Now I'm going to do this one right along the edge of her face. And then I want to go up here underneath of her bangs. And then let's add E21. I'm going to bring E21 around over this way. And then for her face, I want to brush it out a little bit. So I'm going to lay my pen down on top of my E11 and flick away from that. And then we're going to add E00. And then our E000. And then we're going to add some cheek color and then go over that a second time. So grab RO2. And R12. And then R11. Then I'm going to grab E21. Add a little bit of this right along the sides. And a little dab up here on the top. And then I want to add E00. And then my E000 on top of that. And I think I'll pink up her cheeks a little bit, so I'm going to grab RO2 again. And then R12. And R11. And then I'm going to go over the top of that with my E000. For her hair, we're going to use E43, 31, 53, 51, and 50. I'm going to start with my E43, and she's got a little spot right here in her hair that's kind of divided, so I'm going to bring this down so that's kind of apart, and then I'm going to bring it up over here. So I have a little bit of a line to go off of from there. Then I'm going to take my E43, And I'm just going to draw a few little streaks in here. And then her bangs. Maybe do a little bit closer to this headband. And then down here, let's do a few little streaks in here. And then we also want to bring it up this way. And then this side, she's got a little bit showing over here. And then we want to pull away from the part on this side. Then I want to add E31. So let's start up here. Add some down at the bottom. And then over on this side. Then we want to add E53. Trying to hit a few of these in between white spaces here. And then we're going to go with E51. And then with our E50, I'm going to go over all of those colors, just to kind of squish them together. Then I want to add E43 for a second time. So let's go up here. Then this side. Let's do her headband and her pants next. For that, we're going to use W7, B97, 95, 93, and 91. I'm going to start up here on the headband with my W7. And then I want to do a little bit on this side. Then we're going to add B97. So I'm going to go over the top of that W7 and pull out just a little bit past. Same for this side. I'm going to bring it clear up to this heart right here. There's a little dab right here you can see between. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to come over the other side of the head of the little heart. Then I'm going to add B95. And then B93. And then B91. And I want to give it a second coat, so grab W7. B97. B95. B93. And then B91. Then let's go down here and we'll do her pants. So again, I'm going to add my W7 first, so let's do that right along her knee of the top of her pants. And then I'm going to come down the back and over here. And let's go halfway across her pants. I'm going to give it a little bit of a swoop right here. Like that. And over here, we're going to do right along the top of her pants, where her knee touches her dress. And then we want to go underneath of her knee. I'm going to pull that down a little bit. And then for her pants, let's do over here. And again, I'm going to give it a little bit of a swoop. And then the cuff, let's do a little dab here on the bottom. And a little dab on the bottom of that one. Okay, then we're going to grab B97 and we're going to go over the top of that. And then we want to add B95. And then B93. And then our B91. And then I want to repeat the process, so grab W7. And then we'll add B97. And then we want to add B95. B93. And let's go over all of that with B91. For her undershirt, we're going to use G24, YG63, G21, and G43. And I'm going to start with my G94, and let's go up here and do the top. So I'm just going to do a little dab right along the seam. And then let's go across the top for apron. And then again over here on this side. Then we want to add YG63. G21. I'm going to fill this side in. I've run out of room. And then our G43. Then we'll get down here on the bottom. So again, grab your G94 and let's do right here and right on this side. Then we'll add YG63. And then G21. And then G43. I'm going to give it a second coat, so let's grab G94. YG63. G21. And then our G43. Since we have the greens out, let's do the hearts. For that, we're going to use G94, YG63, and G21. I'm going to start with my G94. And I'm going to do that right along this side. I put the little heart on the cup. And then she's got one up here in her hair. Then I'm going to add YG63. And then fill it in with G21. For her apron, we're going to use, or her jumper here, this shirt on top of the shirt, we're going to use YR14, 12, and 21. And I'm going to grab my YR21 first because I want to give her a few little wrinkles. So I'm going to go and draw me a line. Let's do, what did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go there, here, here, and there. That'll give me kind of a guide. So now we're going to go with our YR14. Do a little bit up here on the straps. And come down this side, and I'm going to go right next to this cup. And then I want to do each of these lines that I drew. Then we're going to add YR12. YR21. And I left the little hearts on her straps white, but you could color those green or whatever color you would like. Okay, so I want to do a second coat, so grab YR14. And then we're going to do YR12. Bring that out a little bit. And then we want to do YR21. And I think I will do YR12 again. So let's grab that. And then YR21. Then I'm going to take my YR14 and draw these lines back in. And I think I'll do a little bit more with my YR12. And then our YR21. And then another coat of our YR14. Let's hop down here and do her shoes. For those, we're going to use E44, 43, and 42. I'm going to go right along the top where her pants touch her shoe. This side, same for this one, and then I want to bring this in a little bit, and then I'm going to add E43. And then our E42. And then we're going to do our second coat with E44. E43. And then our E42. And then I left the soles white. Okay, the coffee cup. For the coffee cup, we're going to use E44, 43, 42. For the little wrapper that's around the middle here, we're going to use E41. And then for the lid, we're going to add a touch of C1. So I'm going to start with my E44. And I'm going to go right underneath of the lid, just to the little line. Down the side. I'll do the same thing for this one. And then I'm going to add E43. And then our E42. And then we'll do a second coat, so E44. E43. And then our E42. And then for the little wrapper, let's do E41. Nothing too fancy with that. Just going to color that in. And then for the lid, I'm going to do C1, just a little dab on both sides. So there is our Latte Lucy all colored up. Didn't she turn out cute? I didn't stamp her eyes very well, so I think I'll take my Copic multi-liner and fill in that black part on her eyes so it'll be a lot more defined. But she is super, super cute. And again, here is my finished card. So my finished card, she and her mat are popped up. And then all this stuff is just attached. I did a bunch of liquid glue behind all these flowers and leaves to hold them onto the card. Then I added, of course, some Spica glitter pin to her hair for some sparkles. And then I used my Wink of Stella brush pin and clear on the little hearts here to add some shimmer to those. So I hope you had fun coloring with me today. If you have a question, leave me a comment and I will make sure to get back to you. Otherwise, I hope you have a fabulous day and we'll see you next time. Bye.